Just like to welcome everyone to Harborough Town Football Club this evening. We're just going to have a quick Q&A section now. So I've got Ben Williams, club captain, Mitch Austin, first team manager, Lawrence Jones, CEO of the footballing board, and on the end is John Richardson, who's the chief exec of Harborough District Council. But we're all here to obviously get close to this thing to my right, which is the closest we'll get to it, but thank you very much to the FA. If anybody thinks that we've got a chance of winning it, then please, do the lottery for me as well this weekend. But I will open up the floor now.
So if we're having Katie, we're going to ask a few questions directly to the guys on the table, and then we're going to open up the floor. Chris has got a microphone, so if you do want to ask a question, we're going to ask 4 or 5 in a row from myself to the table, and then just make sure we'll try and grab you, get a microphone in front of you. We're recording this the whole way through as well. So my name's Andy Sparrow, I'm a trustee here and part of the media team as well. So we'll start, if it's okay with Mitch this evening.
Great.
Yeah, easy one. How's the squad looking this week after the weekends, and obviously looking ahead to Saturday?
I think everyone's really excited for Saturday's fixture. Everyone wants to be in the starting 11. It's going to be competitive. We've got a training session after this now. We need to all stick together, make sure that we're all tuned in on trying to be successful Saturday. But mood in the camp is definitely one of excitement.
Fantastic. Pete and Lawrence, maybe how important or fulfilling is it to see the club at this level today, doing something like this on the journey that we've been on as a club since the beginning and since you guys have been involved? How important is it for the club in terms of development, in terms of what we've done so far, and then what is still to come?
Well, that cup there is the cup for the oldest competition in FIFA. And for Harborough Town to be in the first round proper, I think it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible credit to the squad. I mean, football's been played in Harborough ever since the ball's been kicked. But for a relatively small market town in South Leicestershire to see our name with some of the biggest clubs in the country, I think reinforces what a club we've got for this town. We are one of the largest clubs in the country. Where we play in the Southern League Premier Central means we're in the top 250 clubs in the country, and that includes all your big hitters in the Premier League. And I think we've given this town a football club to be incredibly proud of. Over 800, 900 children in this town play here every week. So this is special. And for these guys who are going to be out there playing, all I'd say is savour the moment. Football is full of moments. And this is your moment, guys. So make sure you really savour it.
If I can just add to that, as a development of this football club, the FA comes with prize money, which is, for a grassroots football club like we are, every single penny is needed at the football club. We're a band of volunteers. All right, we have Maz, casual staff and the groundsmen who get paid, but apart from that, every single other person that works around this football club does it for free. So every single penny we can get from this competition is going to help develop the football club. It's going to help develop from under 5s right the way through to the first team. And the more we can develop our emerging talent teams and our youth teams to progress and want to play for the first team and be in the same position as these lads are very luckily in on Saturday, I think it's a great opportunity for any youth player to be a member of Harborough Town Football Club at this moment in time.
Well said.
Fantastic. John, if you don't mind me asking, how important is the football club to the community of Market Harborough?
Okay, well, firstly, thank you very much for allowing me to be part of this tonight. And I'm not here as part of the council. I think I'm here representing the community. And as you've said, community is what this town is all about. We have a very strong community feel to the place. Mitch said there's an excitement in the camp. I think there's an excitement in the town, and that's what I'm here to represent really, is that the town is behind you lads. We absolutely believe you can do this on Saturday. you know, and we're rooting for you from every village and every community throughout the district. We'll be right behind you. A lot of people will be listening to you, and we'll be cheering you on throughout. This town is on the up. You know, it's flourishing. The town centre is vibrant, and to be honest, you are making it that way with what you're bringing to this town. You're driving that interest. You're driving that community happiness factor, and because when you're successful, the town feels it. So I can absolutely say that the town is behind you. We're rooting for you, and we believe. So you believe you can do this on Saturday.
Yes. Mitch, I've got one final question. It's a competitive squad. We've discussed pre-season. It's a squad full of fantastic players who will fight for that place every week. Do you see anything different this week in the way they're acting, the way the team are, trying to grab that shirt for Saturday that they want to be in their starting 11?
No, them lads have got so much desire to be successful. It's as much as it's a great occasion, it's just another opportunity for them to play and be competitive. Not much change. They're hungry every week, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Fantastic. Cheers, mate. Okay, guys, you'll open the floor. Does anyone like to ask a question of anyone on the tables? Don't be shy. Hands up if you have.
No players.
What's the starting 11?
Go on, Ollie. You must have one, Ollie.
Yeah,
Just 2 seconds, Chris.
Mitch, have you got any update on fitness of the squad? I know we've got a couple of lads out.
Well, I suppose we'll know more tonight. Lots of Rosie. He's what is it? Your hammy, your groin, one or the other. Both the same thing. We'll know more tonight. Big Dolman, I think he's probably going to be struggling for Saturday. Come off the lowest off game. Starkey's back, thankfully. You know, he's been a shining light. I'll say in front of everyone. You know, scored one of the goals to get us in the next round. Hopefully, he can make an impact. You know, from the bench or starting Saturday. It'd just be good to have the lad back. Obviously, Lil Cross, he's got a bit of a long-term one, but look here, trying to remain positive. Really bad injury. You know, and we're all wanting to see him back sooner rather than later. But he's recovering well. Any others who I've missed? No. Carter's not here, so I didn't bring him up. But yeah, Carter's. You got Carter, you got Kelly. Carter's probably. I'd have to speak to the physio, but it gets longer every week, and Reece Kelly just goes on. To be fair, so yeah, sooner they're back, the better. We've got a really good squad, and people have stepped up. And in a bad way, we haven't really missed them because of the talent we've got. But we look forward to having them all back.
So my question's to Mitch. What makes a good player?
Ben Starkey. I think desire to be the best you can be is a great asset in any player. Certainly desire to do, to fulfil your potential. And then with that, you've got to have some technical ability. You've got to have, certainly some strengths in that. But I would say the main one that I look for is desire to just do better. Which that squad has a lot of. Everyone has desire to do well in that squad.
One question just over here. Chris, that's all right?
Yeah. Say that you're a successful club and you become even more successful. Do you have any fears of Northampton Town and Leicester City come crawling in here and having a look at your players?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the pathway for any of them lads in this team, obviously we're saying with the level that we're at, is if a bigger club comes in and wants to approach them, we'd probably drive them there. We wouldn't hold anybody back. So I think we've got to understand where we are and what we are, and I think a stepping stone certainly to Northampton and Leicester. Leicester's probably out of reach. They're good, but they're not that good. Leicester's probably out of reach.
Man United, maybe.
Yeah. But if somebody came in for our players and it was a step forward, we'd welcome it, certainly.
One last passing, as an anecdote, I hear that you're a Tottenham Hotspur supporter.
Yeah, for my sins, yeah.
Can you name me the Tottenham double team 60-60?
I was born in 88, so I might struggle.
Yeah, if I can just go back to the first part of that gentleman's question. Mitch is 100% right. We will always try and develop the players, no matter how old they are, whatever, into the first team. And if they're good enough to go on, whether that be step 2, step 1, or into the Football League, we're always willing to let that happen. But we do try and protect our players. We do try and keep the players here as long as we can. And the guy sat to my left, Ben Williams, I think he deserves a real special mention. He's been at the club now 10 or 11 years, 400 plus games, and we put him on contract when 19, yeah, so he's been on contract now for 10 years, and we do try and keep hold of our best players at all times. So we do value every single player, but we would never stand in anybody's way to progress up the football pyramid, that's for sure.
I have one final question, but I don't want to, if anyone else wants to ask something, then please feel free to put your hand up.
There's got to be someone.
Team talk.
Team talk.
What's the team talk, sadly? Can you talk us through it?
It'll be a little bit dependent on tonight. Certain lads need to be spoke to in certain different ways. I think the team talk and the themes, we have a lot of themes on match day, so this will be the theme of today, and usually it'll just be like short words or one word. I think the theme for Saturday has got to be believe. We've got to have a belief that we can do even better than now. The hype around this occasion and this moment and this getting into the first round has led to this. Well, imagine what it will be next round. And that's, I think, with these and us, Staffy, myself, all the staff, we've got an opportunity here to do something even better than what we've already done. And I think that's what will excite them. And I know them boys, starting from the bench, whatever, they will give everything on Saturday. Look, if it's not good enough, we'll hold our heads up higher. But if one team can make a moment, it's us.
Yeah.
He's on the bench Saturday, don't worry.
I think we're going to win the next round, right?
Yeah.
What happens if we go up against teams like Man United? We haven't got the ground, so...
We reverse the picture. Take the money, and now I'll pass you over to Gaffer.
Yeah.
Be truthful.
Well, the next round, they don't come in the next round, do they?
I thought they did.
No. So it used to be the Championship would come in this round.
Yeah.
They now come in on the third round.
Right. Okay.
But with obviously the teams that we see what was left in the pot, and I don't know if anybody's seen the pot, I still have nightmares about it now. And it was us, Sutton, Newport County, not that I remember, Birmingham, and then or wherever. Look. But all I remember is Birmingham City there, and there were 6 teams left.
Yeah.
And we obviously got Tonbridge, no disrespect to Tonbridge, but we'll have the same quality in there the next round when we get there.
Right.
And hopefully it's a big one. You either want a big one or you want a little one, and then we get in the third round. So
I'm just thinking about the money if we play like Man United, all the money what for it to Harborough Town.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, it would be really good.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's a bit the same question that Chris Sutton asked you on giving you a bit more time to answer it.
Yeah. Have we seen them?
Yeah, have you reviewed any footage? What do you make of Tonbridge?
They're doing really well in their league. They'd probably look at us and where we are in our league. I think our cup run has probably halted our, success with our league fixture. They'll probably look at us and think, yeah, this is really winnable. Luckily, with that level, they have a program, whatever it's called Y Scout. So every manager has it, and it's like a login. I think it's from that level up to the Premiership staff. I think Staffy will know more. And basically, we've got a lot of clips. You just type in Tonbridge, and it will show you goals scored, goals against. And me and Staffy's had some good conversation. We've highlighted where we think we can hurt them, and we plan to action that. And hopefully, we're successful Saturday. So if we do win, congratulate Staffy because it was his idea.
Okay, I've got one final question before we close the press conference. Mitch, on a personal level, so this week was the 4-year anniversary of you signing outside the smiley happy photo that we saw.
Yeah, no one was happy that day. I reckon they're all right now though.
How do you look back on your time as a club, and how much does it mean to have the anniversary this week of all weeks with that cup Saturday?
Cool. Before I came to this football club and had the opportunity to be the manager, I was just a bit of a non-league journeyman manager, trying to find the right club to be successful with. And Harborough was the one that gave me the opportunity to be myself. I look back with real fond memories. You know, I've been at some bad football clubs with some bad chairmen, but it was all experience and it was all trench work too. But they were all good days to realise what we have on, you know, on our doorstep, what we have here, and it gave me the experience to deal with situations, scenarios where, you know, you're more supported, you've got more, you know, more background help, things like that. I look back with fond memories. You know, if I talk too much about it, I get a little bit emotional because it's an opportunity that when I look here now, sitting in the first round proper with that team, with them staff members, with, you know, these fans, one of just, you know, I'm very grateful.
Great way to end it, I think, on that one, Mitch. I think haven't already. Obviously, for those there's still time to buy tickets. If you haven't got your ticket, please, there's still some small amount of tickets available and some spaces on the coaches. For those that are coming down on Saturday to join us, we want to hear you loud and proud behind the bees, as I say, we're down in Tonbridge. For those of you that can't make it, massive thank you to the guys on BBC Radio Leicester who are allowing us to commentate on their station on Saturday, so there'll be live commentary on BBC Radio Leicester as well if you can't travel. So however you're going to do it, however you're going to be part of that day, whether over the radio in person, make sure you're behind the bees. And to all the guys at the table, thank you so much this evening, and up the bees for Saturday.